This is the function I use when I want to run any SQL statement. I import it into most of my files here. This is where I pass in the SQL statement, and if I want to pass in a value, I use an if statement, so it will run with the SQL statement passed in and the values passed in. However, if I don't, it will just run with one variable being passed in, which would be the SQL statement. And as I said, I use this function so I don't have to reinitiate the connection to the database. In this file, I am importing my function from the main file that you've just seen. Then I'm using it to run the command create table customer. These are all the fields in customer with the correct data type assigned, and then this is the primary key in customer. I've done the exact same for the inventory table. The primary key is item ID here though, and these are all the fields. And then I've created an order table as well. These are the fields with the data types. This is the primary key. This is the foreign key, customer ID, which is also from the customer table. And then it says here, it references the customer table. And then I've done the same for order line. I've created a table for order line. These are the fields. The primary key is a composite primary key, and it has two foreign keys, order number, references order table, order number, which is here, and then it also has a foreign key item ID, which references inventory item ID, which is here. When you run this is the output because it creates tables, and then I can go into my database browser. I can open the database, and you can see it's created the four tables, all with the right fields. Perfect. This function is used to insert a new customer record. It's the SQL statement here inside the function that I've imported from main. It takes some values in as well. These values are taken in a list. So I create a customer with the values in a list. Then I pass them values into the function insert customer to import that customer into the database. And then I can show you if I run this here, runs, go into my database, go to customer table, refresh it, and it imports 5 examples of a customer. This is my insert inventory function. It is practically identical to my insert customer function. It inserts an item with the name of the item ID, the unit price, and the quantity in stock into the inventory table. To do so, it has the item details in a list. The list is then passed into the function insert inventory, and then you run it. And this file right here is just giving 5 examples of items, and then it runs successfully. Open my database, reload, and you can see, refresh it, and all of the items have been successfully input. This is my update stock function. It takes the item you want to update and the new stock number that you want to set it to. It updates the chosen item stock with this SQL command here. Um, and you pass in the item you want to update and the amount, and as you can see, run it, it runs successfully. Go to the inventory table, see tree was 100, refresh, and now it is 200 like specified in the code here. This is my place and order function. Um, and this is how it works. I run the code, it asks for a name. Um, so for example, we could use the customer name John Smith because he is in the database. So John, ooh, John, hang on, John Smith, enter. What is the date input? Okay, we have to input the date of our order. Let's say it is 2023. The month is the first, and today it is the 6th. Enter. How many trees would I like? So I could say 4 calendars. I don't want any of them. 1 turkeys, 2 baubles, and let's say 7 slippers. This is your order number. It tells us our order number, and it also outputs our customer ID. So now if we check the database, we go to order. It has created the order with the customer ID, the date of the order, and the total cost. Order line, as you can see, we have asked for 4 trees, item ID 1. We go to inventory, the tree is 1, and that has worked the other orders, but where we have asked for 0 of the calendars is obviously not put calendars in the order line table. And that is how we place an order with this function. This function also has validation, so it will not allow you to place an order if you ask too many items and there is not that many items in the inventory. For example, if we use the name John Smith again, and it doesn't matter what the date is for this example, let's just say it's that. How many trees would you like? If I put 1,000 trees in and then keep the others reasonable, it says error, not enough item stock for item tree. And if we look in the database, we can see there's only 196 trees, so that's why that message has come up. And also, as I didn't mention in the other video, from our previous order, it has taken away the quantity in stock from the inventory table, because if you check in the order line, we've ordered 4 trees, and in the inventory we used to have 200, but now it's only 196. This is my cancel order function, and it allows you to cancel an order by inputting your order number as you are told when you place an order. So for example, the order we just placed was 23388. So say if John wanted to cancel his order, he could run this and put 23388, and then your order has been cancelled. As you can see, if we look in the database, we can refresh this. Order's no longer there. Inventory numbers have gone back up to original, so all the orders he placed for certain items, they have been re-added to the quantity in stock because he is no longer being sent them items, and obviously no items in order line because he has cancelled his order. For the sake of showing you my generate customer report function, I have quickly just created 2 orders so I can show you how it works for both when you put in different customer IDs. This generate customer report function takes in a customer ID, and then when you run it, it tells you your orders in line by line. You have 1 order. The total cost of your largest order is 362. These are all the items you ordered. Then it lists the items you ordered and the amount that you ordered, and then it tells you your average items ordered per order is 10. And for example, if I put 2 in and run it again, it will do the same for Jane. It also tells the name at the top. But let's say a customer has more than one order. Let's place another order. Let's run a place order. So let's put Jane in here. Let's give it 20. Let's say 2012. She ordered this ages ago. The 9th month and the 7th day. How many trees would she like? Let's say she likes 5 trees. She likes 6 calendars, 1 of these, 2 of these, and 3 of these. Her order has been placed. Then if we go to the report function again, we're back on the report function. If we run it for Jane, customer ID 2, it shows both of our orders. Then her largest order 599, correct. It works out the average cost per order, £414.50. And then obviously it adds up all the items in both orders and outputs. And then your average items ordered per order is 11, which you could do the math. You could do 7 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3, which would be 22, divided by 2 orders, 11. And yeah, that's it. This is my special offer function, and what this does is it returns all of the customers, if there were any. It'd return their name, the amount of items, and the email. It returns all of the customers that ordered 10 or more items in the month of December, so that the company can then send them all an email with a discount code. Um, in this instance, no customers have ordered in December, let alone 10 items. So let's show you. Let's place an order. Let's say Jane orders again. Let's say this is 2020. Sorry. Let's say this is 2020. She orders in the month of December, which is the 12th month, and she orders on the 9th. Let's say she wants 6 trees, 7 of these, 1 of these, 2 of these, and she doesn't want any slippers. She's got enough slippers. So, same as usual. But this time, hopefully, our special offer function, when ran, should return that Jane has ordered 16 items and her email is this in the month of December. So that works. It would work exactly the same if you did, say, John Smith. John Smith. Say it's 2012. Don't really care about the year, but it's December and it's the 3rd. He has ordered, let's just say he's ordered 10 trees and then nothing else. He likes his trees, John does. We go to special offer report, run this again. John is there with 10 trees. However, what it does do is if you place an order in December, say Jane does again, she wants to order again in December. She wants 1 tree and nothing else. She just wants a tree. It does add to the amount of items she's ordered. And let's get a new person in here. Let's say we have, let's go to the customer table. Let's say Bob Johnson wants to order. Oh, where's our place order? Let's say Bob Johnson wants to order. It is 2022, December the 9th, but he wants 2 trees and nothing else. Obviously, because he has not ordered more than 10 items, he does not appear in the special offer list, so he will not get that discount.